guys, I'm Sushmita from Miss Pink Shoes and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my first ever chit chat get ready with me. So I've seen this video a lot on YouTube, a lot of YouTubers do it, but I don't know why I was kind of hesitant to do it because when I start talking, I talk a lot and I didn't want to bore you people, but I'm gonna try my best to talk as less as possible, but at the same time give you guys like a sort of an update on what's been going on. And I have a couple of questions to ask you guys. I need some suggestions, so yes, I decided to do this. So today is going to be a long day where I'm going to be shooting quite a bit. So I'm first going to be shooting right after shooting this video, and then I'm going to be going out for a meal, and then I'm going to come back and shoot again. So yes, it's going to be a long day, especially filled with a lot of shoots. So the idea is to get like a full face of makeup with a lot of coverage and something that would last really long. So yes, with all of that being said, let's jump into it. So as always, I'm going to start out by priming, and today I'm going to be using the L'Oreal base Magique. I'm using this after really long, but this does make my makeup last really well. So yes, I'm just dotting this all over my face, my eyes, my neck, everywhere. And I'm just blending it out with my fingers. So my life has been pretty hectic lately. So if you guys are following me on my social media, you must know that I am interning somewhere. So my job starts at 10 a.m. and gets over at 7 p.m. and it's like pretty far away from my house. So by the time I get home, it's like 8:30. So it's been really hectic, you know, keeping up with the blog and with my channel. That's why I've even like missed out on video days. I'm not 100% regular on my website. Like, I've been meaning to make a blog post, like a fashion blog post, for the last entire month, and I've literally not had the time. So yes, life has been pretty hectic. Done with priming, now moving on to foundation. So today I'm going to be taking my trusty old favorite Maybelline FIT Me, and I have two shades right here, 230 and 332. So 332 is dark for me, 230 is similar to my skin tone, but since I've tanned a little, I'm going to mix the two to get the current tone that I have going on. Another thing that's going on which sucks majorly is my migraine. So I've had a migraine for the last 6 days. Today is the 7th day continuously, and it's just not going away. So when I have these, you know, weekly headaches or whatever, they are mild in the beginning, or like, you know, at the beginning of the day they'll be less, and then they, you know, have their peak and then they come down. It's basically fluctuating all through the day. So it's not something that I can really control, and it's not extreme throughout the day, but it does get extreme a lot. So it's been really bad, you know, keeping up with that, because it's just really difficult living with migraine. Like, imagine having a headache every single day for 7 days continuously. Like, I just feel like giving up, but I cannot. And today's shoots are extremely important, like really important, because Sunday is the only day I get an off, and it's a Sunday today. So yes, I have to get my shoots done today, and if I don't, then I cannot until the next Sunday, and I already have shoots lined up for the next week. So yes, kind of sucks, but we are gonna get through this. Life has its ups and downs, and I don't know why I'm being so philosophical today, but yeah, I'm just pouring my heart out to you guys. So I just dotted that all over my face, and now with my YBP makeup perfector, I'm just bouncing this and blending my foundation to perfection. And I forgot how much I love this, guys. It's so lightweight and it gives such a nice coverage. So my skin has gotten a lot better than what it used to be, and I'm really happy with the progress that it's made. So right now I don't have any active acne. I do have some acne scars. When I traveled to Europe, I did get 2 breakouts, and now before my shoot also I got breakouts. Like last night I had 2 breakouts, but I applied this acne gel, and it's sort of like brought it down to a great extent, to a point that it's completely dried down now in just one night. So I'm gonna try it a couple of more times and see if it works, and I'll definitely share it with you guys, because right now it's worked like magic. And this foundation seems a little light for me, guys, but this does oxidize a little, like a tad bit, so I think it will be like a perfect skin tone for me. Because on my face it looks okay, but on the neck, if you guys can see, it looks pretty light, but it'll all settle in once we are done with the whole face. Doing makeup on your neck with a white top is so tricky because you don't want to get it onto your, on your dress, but you can't leave those areas. Oh, I forgot to mention, I dampened my beauty blender with the L.A.Girl Pro Makeup Fixing Spray, and that's because I wanted my makeup to last longer, especially since I have shoots all day. Moving on to contour and highlight. So whenever I'm shooting, I prefer doing a cream contour first and then a powder contour because that just makes it last much longer, and especially since I want my makeup for the whole freaking day. That's what I'm going to do. So for highlighting, I'm going to be using the Maybelline FIT Me concealer in the shade 20, I think. Yes, 20. And for contouring, I'm going to be using the L.A.Girl Pro concealer in the shade Toast. First, I'm going to highlight. So making a teensy little triangle below my eyes. I wish I'd color corrected because my dark circles have been humongous, especially because of my migraine. But I forgot, so it's okay. We're gonna try and conceal as much as we can. Now to the bridge of the nose, forehead, Cupid's bow, chin, and just tiny little dots right below where my contour would be. And I'm also taking it below my brows. Now going in with the contour. I'm going in with a really small amount because this one is really pigmented. So I've taken on my cheeks, now below my lip. Also taking it to my forehead. And lastly, my nose. Also a little bit below my nose. Now I'm also taking this to my crease. This is something that I tried out recently and I love the way it works. So this sort of helps in setting a base for your eye makeup and it just makes the whole thing look much better. And just a tad bit on the sides. So now I'm just going to start blending this out. So first I'm blending all the highlighted areas. I love the Fit Me concealer, guys. It just, like, look at my under eyes, they look so fresh. Like right now they might look a little too white, but this will just settle in a few seconds and will just make my eyes look so much more fresher. So I've just had this thought in my head. I don't know if I'm gonna take it seriously, but it's something in my mind and I thought I should ask you guys if it's something that you guys would like too. So I am just planning, like, just a vague idea of starting a vlog channel. So that would be a separate channel where I would vlog on a regular basis, and this channel would run parallelly. I don't know if it's a good idea, mainly because I barely have the time to keep up with what I already have, but my vlogs seem to get such an amazing response from you guys, and it's really something that I love doing and I see myself doing in the future as well. I think I would really love it. So let me know what you guys think. Would you subscribe me if I started a new channel? And if you think it's a good idea, and if you think I'm good enough, etc, etc, whatever your thoughts are on it, do leave them in the comment section below. So I'm doing my nose highlight last because I always tend to screw it up. So I'm done with my entire face and now I'm doing my nose. And then I'm going to take this brush and do my eye because it's just easier that way to keep it right where you want it to. And I'm using the same for my nose because again, you don't want your nose contour to move away. And when I blend it with a beauty blender, I tend to kind of overdo it. So yes, this helps me keep it controlled. And now just going over with my blender to make sure it's all blended in. I'm also taking my contour to my jawline because I kind of forgot. And now with my blender, just blending that out to hide my triple chins. Now I'm taking the V-Face Duo Contour by Maybelline to just set whatever I've applied. So I'm picking out the contour first with this brush and I'm slightly taking it over my nose. So I don't want to contour my nose more, but I just want to set it in. So yes, going in with a very tiny amount. Now I'm using the flat side of this brush to pick up the product and I'm gonna take it over my cheeks. I'm using a small brush because I wanted to, be concentrated, but at the same time I wanted to blend well. So I'm just bouncing this over my contour. So this particular contour shade does not much for me, like it's pretty light. So that's why I'm using this, because I want to set it in. If I wanted to contour more, I would have probably used another product. But now I'm just looking to set in my contour, so this just works fine. Now using this brush for highlighting, I'm gonna set all the areas that I've highlighted, especially my under eyes, because they crease like mad and I need my makeup to stay on the whole day without moving, creasing or anything. So let's talk about my trip to Europe. It was freaking amazing, and what was more amazing was your response on my vlogs. Like, I just can't get over how amazingly you guys loved my vlog. Like, the response was just unreal. And honestly guys, I'm so happy that you guys gave me that kind of a response, because it was really hard. Like, trust me when I say hard, it was really hard to vlog while you're traveling. Like, it's literally the hardest thing to do, unless you're going with the idea of just vlogging and shooting and all of that. When you're going on a trip and when you're doing things, it just becomes a hassle doing all of this. And plus, taking care of your battery, your memory cards. My memory card would run out, my battery would run out, and then there are portions where I vlog through my phone and it would just be pissing off. And at the same time, you're scared of losing shots, so you tend to shoot a lot. So I'm not even joking, like, I used only like 50 to 60% of the clippings that I actually shot. I shot way more than I put up, but I didn't want to make my vlogs too long, and at the same time I didn't want to just use any clipping. I wanted to use the really good ones. So yeah, it was pretty hard. And before I forget to mention, I'm using Colorbar blush to just add some flush of color onto my cheeks. All the products will be mentioned in the bottom bar, because I'm not really mentioning them right now. And I'm sort of mixing it with my contour and making it like a nice fade, because I love the way that looks. So yes, getting back to the trip. So I really want to thank you all for all the response, because you guys made it worth it. And I came back on Friday from my trip and I started my internship on Monday. So I was like busy unpacking and all of that on Friday and Saturday, because so many clothes were cleaned and washed. So 15 days clothes I had to arrange and my room was a mess. So I had to do all of that. So Sunday I edited my first vlog and uploaded that you guys saw on Monday. And every day after coming back from office at 8:30 I would start editing. I would edit till like 10:30, 11, and there have been days where my entire edit has just disappeared. I finished editing my video and then I don't know, my laptop just shut down and all of my clippings got lost and I had to re-edit it. So there were days where I was up till like 2, 3 in the morning editing, and I had to start working at 10 a.m. the next morning. So it was just a lot going on, but I'm just so happy that it got over, and I really am happy with the response. So it was just like a personal satisfaction too. So now I'm using a highlighter by Sivanna colors, which is kind of all over the place. So this is in the shade, there's no shade written, it's just written 02, and this is kind of chunky, but I like it because in photo shoots it looks stunning. Like in reality it might not be the prettiest highlight because it's a little chunky, but for photo shoots this works really well. So when we are doing shoot makeup, guys, the makeup is pretty different. Like there are a couple of things that you should keep in mind. So first of all, we apply, like at least me, I apply twice the amount of primer and foundation, because first of all I want it to last, and second, makeup looks half of what it is in real on camera. So if you want it to look like a full face of makeup, like proper, you have to put up double. So I don't like double it up with everything, but I do just with my foundation and with my primer, because I need it to last as well. So yeah, that's that. And then when it comes to a couple of things like blushes and highlighters, like the amount of blush I've applied right now, in real it looks like there's enough, but on camera it might just look like there's nothing. And whenever I go back and look at my videos, I'm like, where is my blush gone? But that's how it is on camera. It just looks very understated. Maybe that's why you guys think that my makeup looks flawless on camera, because a lot of times people ask me that, oh, we use the same products but we don't get the same finish and yours looks much more natural, and that's just the camera doing the trick. So I'm just applying a little more compact on my under eyes. This is the Nykaa Skin Genius and I love this. Like, this is my favorite compact of all times. Now I'm taking the L.A.Girl makeup fixing spray and I'm just doing that so that my base lasts. I do this a couple of times. I will be doing it at the end of my makeup also, because this is makeup for a shoot and something for the whole day. So yes. Oh, and my shoots are going to be outdoor, most of it. So I need all the setting that I can get. Now moving on to the eyes, I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty Rose Gold eyeshadow palette. This is everything. Like, I have been in love, in major love with this palette. I totally love it. It has everything. It does everything for me. It's a winner. So I'm just picking out this color right here, which is called Sandalwood, and mixing a bit of henna to get like a nice soft transition color. So since I'm doing a photo shoot where I'll be wearing like different outfits, I'm totally shooting 5 outfits today hopefully. So I need something very neutral that goes with all my garments, because doing makeup changes is really difficult, especially when you don't have a proper place to get ready. So when I'm doing shoots like this, where I'm shooting for the whole day, I have like a couple of locations, like 4-5 locations where I'm shooting, because each look is usually shot in a different location. So changing becomes a problem. I just stop at cafes, especially CCD, because you can easily use their restroom. Sivanna Bhavan if you're in Chennai, because they let you use your washroom, and most of the places do. Like, there was a time where I went to an eye hospital to change. So yeah. Changing is a bit of a problem, but you can easily find a way if you're in the city. And getting ready, I usually do that in the car, because I use public bathrooms and they're not always neat, and I don't want to spend the entire time in the bathroom. I just want to quickly change and leave, because it is kind of weird. Like, they just give you this weird stare that who is this woman coming and using a washroom to just change. So yeah, I just change and quickly leave, and I do my touch up, makeup, whatever extra, changing of accessories, doing my hair and all in the car. So yeah, doing makeup changes can get a little tricky. So now what I've done is just taken a bit more of the same shades, and I'm concentrating that on the corner so that I get like a nice depth there along with my transition. And now I'm going over with this brush which does not have any extra product on, just to blend everything out to perfection. Now I'm going to pick out the shade called Moon Dust, which is a really pretty off-white shimmery color, and it's perfect if you just want to do like a bit of color on the sides and something neutral in the center. So this has a tad bit of fallout, but I don't mind it because it has insane amount of pigmentation. Like, look at that, guys. Isn't that gorgeous? And now with the blending brush, I'm just gonna blend out the outer edge with the Moon Dust that I applied now, and I'm also blending it with the transition. Okay, now for a bit more zhuzh on my eyes, I'm going to be picking out the shade Angelic with my finger, because Huda says that it's the best when it's with the fingers, and I agree, because the pigmentation just doubles up when you're using your finger. So I'm first placing it on the center of my lid, because that's where the light catches really well, and whatever's left is gonna go on the sides, and I kind of messed it up here. I'll clean that up later. Like, this is the only drawback of applying shadow with your finger, because you want it to be precise, but you can't be precise with your fingers. And now I've just picked up a bit more with the brush to just finish up the inner corners. And now with my beauty blender, I'm just gonna clean up wherever I messed up. If it's a metallic shadow or a matte, it's pretty simple. When it's shimmer is when it gets, difficult to clean up. Okay, I'm pretty happy with where my eyes are at. I'm just gonna pick out this shade called Cocoa from the palette, because I feel like I need a little more depth on my outer corners. So like, I'm keeping my hand really light. I'm not going all in. I just want to feather the color in. I don't want to add too much depth. And now for my brows, I'm going to take the shade Cocoa and the shade Black Truffle, and I'm just mixing the two on this flat brush, because I love using eyeshadows for my brows. I think they look really like naturally filled. And as you guys can see, I'm first filling in my brows. And now just defining it a little. And in the front, I'm just gonna feather it upwards. And see the difference eyebrows make. Like, I feel like my face is completely transformed. Every single day I do one brow and I'm just like, why couldn't God give me brows like these? Like, why? I started watching a new show on Netflix which is called Degrassi, and it's like a typical high school drama, but it's not very innocent. Like, they have gone to real depths to show the reality, and it's like, it's not intense or anything. Like, it's nothing that would depress you or something, but it is pretty straightforward and it's a lot to take in at once, especially if you're the kind who does not watch too many shows and has not seen what really that world is like. It might come as a shocker to you, but I've really been enjoying the show. I'm on season 3 right now. I literally watched 2 seasons in the last, I think, 5 days or 6 days, because I've just needed a distraction from my migraine. And there are times where I cannot handle the computer screen or my phone screen at all, but there are times where I can't handle people and I need something to distract me. So yeah, I know I sound so sick saying that I can't handle people, but if you're somebody who has migraine, I'm sure you would understand, because you don't want people around you. You just want to be on your own, doing your own thing. So I don't mind working when I have a migraine. Like, I've kind of gotten used to it, but I just don't like it when I have like too many people around me. So yeah, that show has been kind of my getaway. So now moving on to eyeliner, I have the sketch liner by Too Faced that I got with a palette that I'd gotten from them long ago. So I'm just making a regular eyeliner. So I'm thinking if I should wing it or not. Just a little confused. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and stop, because my hands are feeling a bit shaky right now and I feel like I'm gonna screw up my wing. So now I'm just gonna take this kajal by Shimbor. It's called the Shimbor Eye Pencil. It was one of their old launches that never like stayed in the market for long. So I'm just using this to tightline my eyes. I'm not going to put on kajal today, because usually when I'm shooting, I don't like putting on kajal. I think my eyes look much nicer. And if I'm doing a look which requires kajal, I put just for that. And yeah, moving on to mascara, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Lash Sensation. And I have been obsessed, like obsessed to another level with this mascara. It is so freaking good. I just can't get enough of it. So I'm just gonna put a nice thick coat onto my lashes. Now moving on to the lower lashes really carefully because I'm not wearing any kajal. So I'm not going to put on lashes now because the shoot that I'm doing right after this video does not require lashes. I'm shooting my haul and I'm constantly going to be changing, so I don't want to put lashes for that. But for my photo shoot, once I start doing my photo shoot, I'll put it on. So yeah, I'll be putting it on later. Now moving on to the lips, I'm going to be using the Kylie Cosmetics lip color matte liquid lipstick in the shade Kristen. I totally love this color. So first I'm taking the lip liner, which does not want to open up and is not sharpened. I have to sharpen it. 1 second. First lining the cupid's bow and the bottom lip. Now I'm just gonna color my entire lip with this. The shade is so pretty. Now I'm taking the liquid lipstick and going over. Makeup looks good. I'm happy. Now final step, using the L.A.Girl Pro fixing spray I mean, and I'm just gonna take a mini shower, so BRB. So that's it for this video, guys. I really hope you guys liked it, and if you did, don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up. If you want me to do more such get ready with me, then don't forget to comment and let me know. Subscribe to my channel if you like this video, and if you want to see my videos regularly, then do hit on that bell icon so that you get notified every single time I upload a video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.